Man, we are back and black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation. If you're still there, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody out there in the atmosphere, making it do what it do. Hey, shout out to the homegirl, Shawnee, Philly in the building, stand up. The homegirl, Erica. The homegirl, Jerica in the building. Vegas in the building. Mariah, Tasha, everybody out there. My brother James Youngblood, Texas in the building. Dave from No Compromise. Georgia's in the building. Shout out to all my peoples in Arizona. Peoples in Texas, like my brother James Youngblood. Shout out to everybody out there, man. But I hate to do these type of podcasts, but, you know, y'all already know, man. I've been telling y'all how violent Vegas has become. And we've always talked about false flags and why they do shit like this. But these are the reasons why I always tell people, think twice before you just think you're going to run out here to Vegas, because this isn't the old Las Vegas from the 90s and the 2000s, the early 2000s, man. We already had one October. One motherfucker just at the hotel, just dumping on the crowd at the country concert and killing all those people, shooting all those people. Now you want to go to the school. So we're going to have a great conversation about our lovely city, fucking Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's get into it. Cut this shit, man. Cool. Yes. I've been looking for stories and seeing where I could, you know, find some audio footage of, you know, what's been going on. And I don't want to read it. They don't have video. It just got articles. No, you need to have video. Fuck all that bullshit. And I don't want to hear shit Joe Biden and them had to fucking say. Let's see what we could find for Las Vegas, Nevada. CNN is so full of shit. No, give us the audio. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Go look at Sprinter jeans.
No, I don't want. We don't do commercials on here. Fuck that. We're not getting paid. We don't have no sponsorships. We don't do commercials on this motherfucker. So they got us fucked up. Just waiting for this shit. Hurry up, get the goddamn commercial over.
I'm a student at UNLV.
What do you know?
We were in the student union on the second floor, and we heard at the business building, the BEH on the second floor, there was an active shooter. We found out cops were on site, and we just sheltered in place until we were evacuated, and it took about maybe 30 minutes to get us evacuated.
Lots of cops on campus.
Yeah.
They had guns. We all walked out of the building, hands up. They evacuated us out the student union. We walked past one of the windows. Window was shot through. Glass everywhere. So we're glad that we're safe now, though. We're going to head back to...
What were your thoughts on all that was happening?
I've been in an active lockdown before. It wasn't anything crazy, but we could hear the gunshots from where we were. So it was about 200 kids all in one space. A lot of people were panicking.
Yes.
But...
And what y'all hear is loud ass helicopters in Las Vegas, Nevada, who be flying over people's houses and shit for a bullshit car accident, a fender bender. And now all of a sudden they want to be at UNLV campus like they give a fuck.
We made it out okay.
We're just glad that we're out here.
Yeah.
So, did the school give you any kind of tweet?
They did.
They
They
gave
did.
us,
We had live emails, live announcements, telling us where the shooter was, giving us updates on the situation. I will commend the school for giving us really recent updates.
I'm not commending the goddamn school. I'm not praising nobody for not doing a fucking job correctly. Your job is to protect the goddamn students, not let some crazy motherfucker come on campus and get to just shooting.
That was great.
All right, thank you.
We've just been listening to several witnesses, apparently, of the reported shooting at the campus of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. We're now watching officers telling a photographer from our affiliate KVVU to move back. It appears that they are expanding the scene there. I just want to repeat what I heard from some of the witnesses. They said that they were in a study hall. They could hear gunshots. At some point, they got a message from the university telling them to shelter in place. They waited for roughly a half hour before law enforcement officials came to them and escorted them out of the building, holding weapons and asking them to keep their hands up.
All right, let's cut the music on and let's see if we can find one more thing. Let's see what else we can find, because that's not enough. We need to know what the fuck is going on. So let's see what we can find. UNLV. Boom. So let's see. I know there's video, so don't try to play me like there isn't. Okay, no. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get video or not? Cause you know I'm y'all gonna see. I'm disgusted. I've been complaining about the bullshit that going on in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Vegas is so full of shit. You know what I mean? The reason you like, why you going hard? I'm going hard is because, damn, if y'all saw how many homeless and motherfuckers hang out at UNLV, you could just walk on the campus. They don't have nobody really policing that motherfucker like that. I know, that shit's been like that for fucking years, so I know. Man. Here we go. See? Then when it comes to the video, all of a sudden, you can't find one. So hold on, y'all, for 1 second. Since that didn't work, let's see. Let's see. Because all they want to show us pictures. Man, fuck that. Give us the damn audio. They full of shit. Because we going to talk about this shit for real. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can play this. Nope, not playing no commercials. While the commercials playing, I'm definitely gonna give my rendition. Look, David, James Youngblood, Shawnee, Erica, whoever been listening, Taja Mariah, I've been talking shit about Vegas. I've been saying, I'm like, this city, they know what they're doing. They don't give a fuck. I don't want to see a million goddamn cops on the police after a motherfucker that came in there and shot everybody. Where was y'all antennas at before a motherfucker was doing that? So I'm not giving nobody credit for doing their fucking job.
Coverage of the shooting at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where multiple victims have been reported by police and a shooter is reported to be deceased by police. Let's bring in the Congress.
Of course he's dead. That was his kill mission.
Representing that part of America, Dina Titus. She represents Las Vegas.
A Democrat that's going to come on there and talk all that bullshit like she really cared. Because if you really care, Dina Titus, then why the fuck is it 24-hour security with goddamn guns around that motherfucker? Why can't I can literally walk on that campus. Man, I wish I would have did video of showing you. I'm going to do video and show y'all how the campus really look. They really made it a nice campus, but you literally could just walk on that motherfucker. They don't have nobody there being like, hey, man, do you belong here? Hey, man, let me see your ID. Remember, have y'all seen the movie Higher Learning? Now, why is it that, and that's true, black folk will get harassed all day long walking around on campus, but a motherfucker was able to walk on campus and just get to shooting without no repercussion. And then the repercussion, okay, let's just kill him then. Okay, yeah, right.
And taught for 35 years at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And Congresswoman Titus, thank you very much for being with us. Sorry it's under these circumstances. What can you tell us? What are you hearing about what happened?
And why are they talking to her? You should be talking to the people that are at the fucking school. This is what I mean, man.
School that you love so much, that you dedicated so much of your life to.
Well, we've been in constant contact with Metro and also with the president's office there on campus. We don't know how many victims there are either. You know the story about it as well as we do, but we were trying to.
Then if he knows the story about as well as you, why the fuck are you on the goddamn call? Like, come on, man.
If there's any way we could be helpful. I know that campus very well. My husband taught there longer than I did. And the Wright Hall, where the political science department was, is right next to Beam Hall. Had the violence spread and involved the student union, a lot of students and faculty and staff would have been there for the lunch hour. It's right at the head of the quad where a lot of people gather. So it could have just been devastating.
And we go through this too many times, obviously. As a member of Congress, you've been involved in these debates for years. And I understand that you have introduced legislation, you know, guns.
It's about to be about, I knew it. I fucking knew it. That's why they had her on. See, you see how cold and how wicked the dominant society can be? Let's talk to the people who saw it. Let's talk to the kids who were afraid for their life. Why are we talking to a political pundit or a person that has political affiliation with a party about gun control? This isn't about gun control. This is about a nutso false flag motherfucker going on the goddamn campus and shooting and killing people. That's what this shit is about. This shit is not about no fucking gun control, man. They always deviate from the point.
Safety, gun regulation, to try to get some kind of a handle on these shootings from that perspective. We don't know what happened here, but we do know that there have been more than 600 multiple shootings, multiple victim shootings in the country.
Exactly. And you mean to tell me, out of all these shootings that have taken place, the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, who has the top-notch intelligence, they don't know what the fuck is going on? You mean the military? You mean the Pentagon? You mean all these different branches of government and offshoots, the DAA, the DEA, what else is it? Gang unit, ATF. You mean all these people and all these different offshoots of government that taxpayer dollars is going to, and y'all can't seem to find out what the fuck is going on? Y'all don't know y'all don't know why this shit is happening? Y'all don't know what's going on? Stop. People will create the problem and solve it and then come back to you acting like they some fucking hero and then motherfucker be jumping up for joy. No.
So far this year, and that's a record. And Las Vegas, of course, has a painful history with the Mandalay Bay shooting. This is something you've been working
The 1 October shooting.
on, and I can't imagine what you feel when, once again, your hometown, your home campus is involved.
Well, that's right. And the Mandalay Bay shooting that we just had the anniversary of a couple of months ago was also in my district. And that's the worst shooting in modern American history, with 58 people killed. So Metro is very well trained to deal with this sort of situation.
Did you tell
That's
those
why they had
students to stay in place
response.
during this as they...
I'm sorry. I wanted to say there is a gun violence prevention caucus. I'm a member of it, and we've sponsored.
Let me remind y'all, ladies and gentlemen, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. Let's keep that correct. A gun can't just wake up and load itself with a magazine and go out there and start killing people. People can load the magazine and put the magazine in the gun and get to shooting. These are mentalities that we need to be looking at, not just guns. Guns don't walk out the store and get in somebody's car and say, hey, man, I'm loaded. Go ahead and shoot me. No, that's not how it works.
A number of bills to get weapons of war off our streets, and we just cannot get the other side to move these forward.
And Congressman, for those of us who know UNLV best, you know, for its sporting glory, tell us a little bit about that campus community and how that community, you know, will be responding.
Y'all gonna say, why is Warren playing this? I'm playing this because I want all my FBA people, look at how they will turn something so tragic into some political antic bullshit. That's why I'm playing it.
To this incident, this tragedy.
Well, you know, it's grown considerably since I first came there in 1977. It is, but it's still a small campus in terms of being close knit. It's an urban campus, so most of the students there are from the local community. So there's a tight connection between town and gown. It's located in the heart of the city.
Yeah, right.
So it's on a small space for many campuses. It's not spread out. It could be fairly easily contained. There's a lot of school spirit there, and there will be a lot of concern for people all around the state for UNLV. You know, go Rebels. That's known pretty well now nationally with our sports team. So I think you'll find a lot of sympathy, a lot of concern, and a lot of reaching out to try to be helpful. It's just devastating.
And the student body is drawn primarily from Nevada and the western states or beyond?
Well, it's primarily an urban campus. It's also a designated
And what is an urban campus? Explain that to us, Titus.
minority serving campus. Some of the fields draw, like the hotel, draws students internationally, but by and large, most people commute from the valley to the campus.
And Congressman, this is the question that always comes. Well, we hope that this is an incident where no one was killed. We have no confirmed fatalities. We do have injuries at this point. But what kind of steps do you believe can be taken to reduce this plague that really America suffers more than any other country that's not at war in the world?
Well, that's right. We need to take some legislative matters at dealing with gun violence, whether it's
What did I tell y'all?
getting rid of automatic weapons like machine guns or rapidly firing ammunition clips, bump stocks. I have that bill. That's what was used at Mandalay Bay to turn a regular gun into a machine gun.
How about you start instituting more mental health facilities for people that are out of their fucking mind? Why don't you start putting money in bills towards that? Since y'all want to talk about mental health so goddamn much, making a gun automatic or semi-automatic has nothing to do with the mentality of the person that has the fucking gun. The mentality of the person that has the gun has everything to do with his thought process of how he wants to use that gun. You're taking a gun that could be converted to something else and be like, oh man, we got to stop that. Okay, so let's stop the bump stop. Let's stop the semi-automatic guns, right? Let's stop that. Is that going to stop a person from buying a gun and still killing people? Yes. So you got to look at the mentality of the person that has the gun, not just the gun.
Background checks. Those are the kinds of things that need to be done. What's happening is because Congress seems to not be able to take action because the Republicans won't vote for or
Stop it. See, what did I tell you? People damn near lost their lives on lockdown, all this other shit. She talking about the Republicans. That's what she talking about. She talking about the fucking Republicans. I don't want to hear not a motherfucking Democrat tell me shit. These people, these kids, probably scared for their fucking lives. And you talking about, well, man, if the Republicans signed the bill, that ain't got shit to do with somebody's ill-advised mentality. He could have been mentally weak. He could have been suffering from mental disabilities. He could have had mental health issues. You ain't talking about none of that other shit. You just want to blame it on the goddamn gun. Stop.
These bills up is that some state by state legislatures are doing just that, including in Nevada. But that gives you a patchwork of policy that really can't address this as the nationwide health issue that it is.
And Congressman, we've been watching our affiliate coverage, and as we saw the police response, a massive police response to the UNLV campus. Students coming out, obviously the officers are still there. going through, making sure that that campus is safe. And we also saw the response of the university tweeting out, run, hide, fight, and the police providing real-time information on what they believe the location of the shooter was. The response here, initial response to what we know about the situation, about this incident at this point, was very robust.
But that's their job as law enforcement. If I'm a teacher and I'm a good teacher, right, and I'm just teaching the lesson, you can say, man, he's a good teacher. But you can't be like, oh, my God, he's the best teacher. Well, he's actually a teacher and he's doing his job. That's his fucking job. That's their job to respond. That's their job to protect and serve. And I give them props for going on that campus and not doing, no sucker shit and not, being afraid to confront the shooter. But I have different grievances with this whole situation.
The silver lining, if there is such a thing, is that the country has gotten good at responding to this. Certainly, it looks like the Las Vegas Police Department and the university itself, was on the ball here.
Well, you hate to think it's because you've had a lot of practice, but indeed that previous shooting on October 1 was like a war zone. Police, the first responders, ordinary citizens rescuing people, hospital emergency rooms that look like MASH units. So we did learn a lot from that experience. And the campus cops were there ready. And I think that one of the advantages of having so much social media, students are always on their phones, is that the university was able to get the word out very quickly to that student population that something was happening and this is what they needed to do. And that was very effective.
And the threat environment here, Congressman, with wars overseas, with the country, entering an election year where the country's polarized, and polls show that anger about these issues is very, very high. It's a high threat environment in this country, from Las Vegas to Washington, D.C., right across the country.
Well, it certainly is. I serve on the Homeland Security Committee, and we have had briefings ahead of the FBI has recently said we have to be on high alert.
The FBI is the same people that named a building after J. Edgar fucking Hoover. So I don't want to hear who came up with the COINTEL profiles, who basically said, seek and destroy the next nigga. Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Because of all these things. And in Nevada, you've seen that all of the campuses are locked down now following this incident at UNLV, just in case it's something that encourages other actions like this, or it's a more coordinated multiple incident that was planned to take place.
Yeah, and as a community leader in Las Vegas for all these years, and as a member of the United States Congress, what can you do in the days following an incident like
Nothing.
The hours and the days following? What's your role here, do you think?
Well, I think we keep talking about the need for gun violence prevention legislation. I'll work with some of the organizations that are there, Moms Demand Action, trying to keep this at the top of the front page, keep this in the news so that we don't just respond to it with thoughts and prayers. We need to respond to it with action.
Well, Congresswoman Dina Titus of Las Vegas, who taught at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas for more than 30 years, we thank you for being with us and hope we can stay in touch with you.
Yeah. Cut the motherfucking music back on.
We are now hearing that the suspect has been located and is deceased. So, just on your experience, what are we looking at here?
So, with a deceased suspect, you then have to make sure that he's not set up anything else where someone could get hurt. Like, how did he get there? Did he get there in a vehicle?
Thank you. And that's what I'm going to get to.
And, they're going to run a background check on him, Terry, as quickly as possible to see if there's connections to other people. As we both know, it's less likely. These guys tend to act alone. If they feel like they have that contained, obviously the second focus at the same time are the victims. Getting medical treatment to them, getting them out of these two locations to a hospital. And we'll have to see how this unfolds. Two locations I'm not sure what that means. It could mean a couple of potential things, that he was looking for someone and went to 2 locations to look for them, or he was just going to school to shoot people, like Chow at Virginia Tech and another.
I was just about to bring up Virginia Tech, but hold on. Let me break Virginia Tech down. That kid at Virginia Tech, his fucking professor went to the dean of students, the dean of the goddamn school, and said, hey, man, this motherfucker is crazy, and y'all need to do something about him. And he was writing fucked up shit. He was, like, stalking this girl they liked. She was like, man, this dude is crazy. Man, that dean blew that shit off and just said, don't worry about it. And then the motherfucker came back and shot up all the motherfuckers at Biotech. So I don't want to hear that sucker shit at all. That's what happened.
Campuses. It was just the campus was the basic victim. So we'll see how that unfolds.
And to follow up on that, the University Police Department tweeted just about 20 minutes ago, Brad, while this was an ongoing active shooter situation, University Police responding to additional reports of shots fired. This is not a drill. Run, hide, fight. Run, hide, fight. Those awful words that now every student, must understand. They're pretty self-explanatory, but that now we live in this world where run.
And you don't tell no motherfucking students run, hide, and fight. No, you fucking go fight. That's why we paying to go to the motherfucking school. Man, let me turn the motherfucking music on, because these motherfuckers pissing me off. Now, let's get into it now. Now, how the fuck you gonna tell some students run, hide, and fight? Nigga, first of all, where is the security campus? Where is the security? Where is the motherfucking school police? It should be 1,000 of those motherfuckers on campus at all times, every day, all day. You know why? Because I've walked on that campus before, and ain't nobody ever asked me for no ID or none of that shit. I just walked on the campus. Motherfuckers should be like, hey, man, where your ID at? You should be randomly walking up to students. Hey, man, you got your ID? I need to see your ID. No person should be able to walk on a campus like that in 2020 fucking 3 and just get to dumping, just get to shooting. Come on, man. And let's get on Senator Titus. While you up here making it a political affair, stop it. Where are the tax dollars at to remove the homeless and put them somewhere, and to have the modern technology and the best technology that a UNLV campus could have so we could identify and spot shooters? Why is it people could just walk on the fucking campus? People, for all y'all that don't know, that don't live in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a big ass street, Maryland Parkway, that run right through that motherfucker, and it's infested with homeless people. It could be homeless people. It could be people that's not even homeless, that's just camped out at the school, taking stock and inventory of what's going on. That's why you should have way more campus police. You should have Metro monitoring that motherfucker every 5 fucking minutes, because UNLV is the equivalency to where USC is low key as far as danger is concerned. UNLV is not in a safe place. They act like UNLV is in Summerlin. UNLV is in a fucked up side of town. That whole area, look, when you hear Maryland Parkway, you should already know, oh shit. No, it ain't Martin Luther King out here. It's fucking Maryland Parkway. And it's in between Tropicana and Flamingo. And in between Tropicana and Flamingo, you can get mugged, robbed, raped, pillaged, all kinds of sucker shit. That's why I'm like, why don't they have, I've always said that. I remember I used to hang out at the campus. I used to go up there and chill. I remember I worked with a girl at Silver Mason. She thought I went to UNLV. She saw me on the campus so much. She's like, what class you taking? I said, I ain't taking no fucking classes. I got homies that work up there. I'm just up there chilling. Didn't nobody ask me for no fucking ID at all. I just walk around the campus. That's how I know about the campus. Let me tell y'all something. Let me break this down for y'all. Nevada is 50th in the United States of America Incorporated in education. I'm going to say it one more time. Nevada is 50th last in education. Why does it take somebody to come on a campus and get to shooting for y'all to have all Metro? No, it could have been measures taken way before that. After that 1 October shooting, they should have been like, we got to figure out a way to fucking shut this campus down and start monitoring every motherfucker that come on this damn campus. We need to put cameras where there ain't no fucking cameras. We need to put cameras where you don't think a camera even exists. It should look like Walmart. Have you ever went in a Walmart and seen all those black bubbles? Those are all cameras. Every fucking where. Why is it I'm safer at a fucking Raiders fucking game than I am at a UNLV campus, a university campus, where I'm getting taught education? You know why? Because Las Vegas, Nevada, don't give a flying fuck about no education. That's a farce, so you can send your kids there, or you can move here or some sucker shit, and then when you see what the fuck is going on, you're gonna be like, damn, this is fucked up. Man, these people don't give a fuck about no goddamn education. And neither does Dina Titus with her good lying ass. These motherfuckers need to stop lying, and as these kids say, stop capping. Because that was some bullshit. How you gonna turn a fucking tragedy like that into some fucking political bullshit? Oh, well, the Republicans. Look, first of all, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Joe Biden and all them are the fuck out of here. And fucking doing some gun reform and all that. No, why don't you do some mental health reform and get people the help that they fucking need? Why is it so many fucking veterans that are fucking homeless in Las Vegas, Nevada? Explain that shit to me. It's homeless motherfuckers every goddamn where. But they let Amazon build a fulfillment center downtown, though. They ain't got no buildings. They ain't got a whole lot of buildings for homeless people, but they let Amazon build a fulfillment center down there, though. They couldn't put that shit somewhere. They couldn't put that shit somewhere else. We still got a whole bunch of desert, but you let them put that fulfillment center right downtown. So I don't want to hear that shit. And downtown Las Vegas still ragged as fuck, still bums and homeless motherfuckers everywhere. I remember when I went downtown, and it was niggas literally just stepping over this bum and still having conversations, drinking a beer to act like that bum didn't. This lady, this was a bum, homeless, and she just laid out in the middle of the sidewalk. And people was literally like, yeah, man, did you go see that concert? And just stepping right over this homeless person like they didn't even exist. So stop. And I was like, man, this is fucked up, man. Because they don't give a fuck about the homeless. You know what? Now they gonna beef up security. Because guess what? If I got family members that says UNLV, I'm getting a fucking attorney and I'm fucking taking UNLV to court. Hey man, y'all not protecting us. Y'all, no, ain't no fucking out. I'm glad the police came. Look, let's get law enforcement. They probably, showing up. They didn't do no sucker shit like other states. Other states, the motherfucking police like, I ain't going in there. But let's keep it a buck. This could have been prevented. Where is campus security? I'm literally telling y'all, now I ain't gonna be able to walk on campus. But UNLV, for everybody that lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the most part, you can just walk on the campus. Those children are not protected at all. I remember on the news, they did this thing a long time ago. This is like 2013, 2014, where they were like, how secure are our high school campuses? And one news reporter just walked on the campus and nobody questioned him. Nobody asked who the fuck he was. None of that shit. I'm telling you, man, they don't fucking care. Because if they did, that could have been prevented. Well, Warren, what do you mean it could be prevented? Easy. All this taxpayer dollars that y'all getting, y'all take that taxpayer dollars and that endowment that y'all get, and it ain't nothing but a raggedy ass endowment anyway. You get that money, say, hey man, we gotta beef up security. It's way too many homeless around here. We have to beef up security. Well, what do you mean? We need campus security and we need UNLV police. We need to hire more UNLV police. We need to hire more UNLV police. We need to hire more. We need to maybe pay Metro some overtime. Take it out of the budget. Take it out of the budget. So they constantly policing. So there's a police presence to protect those children. Everybody that's on that campus doesn't have that mindset of, shit, let me keep my head on the swivel. Their parents sending them out there to get education. They not sending them out there to be in a fucking war zone. So shame on UNLV for not protecting the kids the way they should have. But y'all can protect those motherfucking Raiders, don't y'all? I bet you I can't just walk in no fucking Allegiant Stadium and get to shooting. I bet you protect them Raiders though, don't you? That shows y'all how they fucking feel about education when you're safer at a goddamn Raider game or a basketball game than you are at a fucking university. What does that tell you? I'm not saying that other universities ain't like that, but what I'm saying is don't let Las Vegas fool you with this, education first. They don't give a motherfucker about no education. I remember I was at the gym, this dude was like, oh, well, you know, it's violence everywhere. I said, have you been everywhere in the United States of America? Have you been to other states and see how they do things? And see how, have you been there? Well, I'm just saying, that's everybody's excuse. You just making excuses until it's your fucking family that's getting shot in the 1 October situation or the mass shooting on the UNLV campus. Then your ass ain't gonna be saying that shit. Then you gonna be questioning, how the fuck did this happen? And why is my kid getting a goddamn text message talking about run and fight? Run, hide, and fight. What kind of shit is that? If I was a UNLV kid, I'd be like, I want all my classes online. I do not even want to touch that campus again. And how are y'all going to ensure that our kids are safe? And where are all these goddamn Clark County commissioners at? With they good bullshitting asses, just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. With all this crime rate. This is what happens when you bring sports teams and all this other sucker shit here. This shit is bound to happen. I don't understand after the 1 October that they did beef up security. And basically say, you know what? We got to get this security shit under control, man, because we can't just have people walking on campus. They can lie and act like it wasn't like that. UNLV's always, I can literally just walk on campus. And you're like, well, Warren, there's so many people, such. Okay, then get a guard shack in every entrance. And have security at the guard shack. Just like entering the garage. Yeah, what you here for? Oh, I got class at such. Oh, okay. You got your ID and you got your parking permit. Thank you. Oh, but that's going to take too long for them to get to class. Well, get there early, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that shit. These motherfuckers care more about the goddamn sports teams than they ever did about these children, and don't ever fucking forget it. You can literally walk on campus and walk around and ain't nobody going to say shit to you. Well, maybe if you're a nigga, they probably might be like, hey, man, let me get your ID, because you know how they do us. But for the most part, they ain't going to give a fuck. And like I said, David, James Youngblood, everybody that listens to this podcast, how many times have I said, man, it's so fucking violent out here, man. And the homeless it's fucked up out here. Y'all saw when I did that podcast, I was showing all those fucking homeless. And the downtown is like 10, 20 miles away from UNLV. Man, it's fucking homeless everywhere. And you got to think about it, how a person is thinking. You don't know if this person who shot, they could have pretended like they was homeless. And did they research to see the coming and going of the students and where they was going to do it at? You don't know. It's so funny. You get more pestered at a fucking Walmart store if you just, I've done this before. I've walked in a Walmart and just walked around that motherfucker for like 30 minutes just to see. About 10 motherfuckers was like, man, can we help you? Because there's somebody in that security watching them cameras and like, hey, who the fuck is that nigga walking around, ain't touching shit, but walking around? But a motherfucker could go on campus and just take stock and inventory of the coming and going of children. These are still kids, really. 17, 18, 19 years old, they kids. You think that these kids know, oh shit, keep my head on a swivel? No. It is your job, UNLV, to put protective measures in place for the goddamn children. I should never turn on TV. Oh shit, a massive shooting, a shooter on the campus. Man, what? Oh, Warren, man, but you can't think like that. Man, stop. Then go to a fucking Raider game. Because you're not getting that motherfucker with shit. They ain't gonna let you shoot up no fucking Raider game or no basketball game. That's why I keep telling y'all. They care more about fucking entertainment than they ever cared about education. So all you people that's fucking moving out here to Las Vegas, Nevada, welcome to Vegas, motherfucker, because this is what really be going on behind the scenes. That's why when people come out here, they be so shocked on how many homeless motherfuckers they see everywhere. I mean, the homelessness is so bad in Las Vegas, Nevada, motherfuckers just set up their tents any fucking where. Even come on the west side, it's the same shit. Go towards Summerlin. Right before you get to Summerlin, get up on Jones and 95 if you in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's tent city everywhere. They'll come along, make them clean up for shit, and they come right back and be living under the goddamn freeway underpass. They all up and down the goddamn 15 freeway. You just don't notice it because you're looking at the lights. Flashing, lights, that type of sucker shit. But I'm telling y'all right now, if they cared about education the way that they claim, just your homegirl, Senator or Congress Dina Titus, wouldn't have turned it into no political bullshit, and she would have said, this is very unfortunate. We're going to have to, beef up security. We're going to have to do checks and balances to make sure we're protecting our children. That's why I'm so irritated, because they ain't trying to protect no fucking children. They care about entertainment. Go walking around a casino for a long period of time and you ain't gambling, you ain't doing nothing. You just walking around. Eventually, security gonna be following your ass and be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker just walking around just to be walking around? So this perpetrator who did this, he had to have gone on the campus and viewed it a couple of times. We gonna see what happened. And two, they did this on purpose because 2 NHP got killed, I think on Monday, because a dumbass nigga was drunk driving on the wrong side of the goddamn freeway and killed 2 NHP. So thank you, nigga, for making it hard on other black folk that gotta commute back and forth in Las Vegas, Nevada. We already a suspect, and then here your dumbass go fucking getting drunk. And let me tell you how they did his ass. They fucking put all his business out there. Yeah, he went to the Palms and had a Hennessy and Coke and woo. And then they begged. And then the security said, hey, man, you're cut off. You can't drink no more. He ran from security, got in the car, and still started driving. That's a dumb nigga. It didn't have nerve to go to court talk about, I'm pleading not guilty. Man, get your ass out. You delusional. That's imaginary. They're building your fucking cell under the goddamn jail. The motherfucker want to play all these goddamn games. I'm sick of this shit. That's why I'm like, bro, man. Black folk, NBA, we got to wake up, man. We have to wake up. I see so many. When I go to the gym, I keep my head on a swivel. Don't think a nigga ain't gonna run in no gym or running. When I go to a restaurant, I want to be by the exit, by the door. I want to be right by the door, so in case of emergency, break glass, and I'm the fuck up out of here. Ain't no more going to no fucking restaurant and just having a great time. Man, I be looking around like a motherfucker. My neck be hurt because I be looking left, right, all the time. Man. We got to understand this shit. I'm talking about us. And if you FBA, you in Las Vegas, Nevada, don't just think your kids are safe because they at UNLV or they at on some school campus. They ain't safe. The fuck you mean they safe? They not safe until they are at home with you. That's when they safe. Don't put the trust of no university over your children. Especially when they put a tweet out or a message out talking about run, hide, and fight. Man, what? How you gonna fight and this nigga got a gun? Who sends out a message like that? I said this shit is awful. And they should be ashamed of themselves. And whoever got shot or got injured, I'm getting an attorney and I'm fucking suing UNLV. I'm not going to no fucking college to get dumped on because y'all don't got better means of security. And all those cops responded because they was all at that goddamn motorcade for the 2 NHPs that got killed. And you know they couldn't wait to tell us that it was a black brother too. And he had a nerve to go in the I'm like, God damn, man, y'all don't understand. I was breaking it down to him. He's like, man, why don't you like Vegas now? I said, bro, do you know what the crime rate is out here? Do you know how education? He's like, well, education sucks everywhere. I said, no, it doesn't suck everywhere, bro. I said, if you have bad education, these are the same kids that are going to grow up and be integrated into your and I society. And if they're in our society and they don't have no education and no higher means of expectations to work decent jobs so they can have a decent wage and they can take care of themselves, what you think they're going to be doing? Robbing and stealing and killing. That's why you don't want no fucked up education. You want the education to be better and not just Bishop fucking Gorman. You want education to be better across the board, so then better education, Kids are more determined to want to go to college, get a good education, get a decent job. But what kid's gonna want to do that when the teachers don't get paid shit? These teachers don't make no fucking money. So don't just think running to a state with no state tax is gonna help you and your children. No, you're gonna end up getting fucked over on the fucking back end. Cause that's all Las Vegas is doing. Oh, well, we ain't got a state tax. And I'd be like, well, what was your last power bill? I've talked to people in apartments. What was your last power bill? Condos. These motherfuckers in condos, $250 for a fucking power bill? Yep. So I don't want to hear that shit. And I don't want to hear shit from no goddamn Joe Biden. Fuck him too. Man. Y'all got all this money that y'all sending overseas for all these wars and shit. But we need protection in the United States of a goddamn America. We ain't got time to be fucking funding other people's wars and shit. We need protection here on this landmass. Like, damn, well, why you so mad? Because that's some bullshit. Should nobody be on campus just dumping like that? And then you sending a message out to children talking about run, hide, and fight. What the fuck they gonna fight with? Shit is unfucking real. That's why I'm like, man, I'm so over this fucking city, man. All they give a fuck about is the fucking Raiders and all this sports entertainment. They don't even give a fuck about the casinos. The casinos are there to house the fucking people for parking. They don't give a fuck about these casinos. They don't even care. Casinos giving out Legionnaire's disease and bed bugs and shit. Motherfuckers don't even know that shit because they not from here. I remember I had somebody hit me up and like, man, I want to come to Vegas. I'm like, don't bring your ass out here to no motherfucking Vegas and stay in one of these rooms. These rooms is nasty. They're not cleaning up like they want, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They were more worried about these goddamn sports teams. They don't care about the fucking education. If they cared so much about the education, the way Dean and Tyson and everybody claim, then why the fuck was somebody able to walk on campus, walk from one place to another, and just start shooting? You tell me. Because I'm waiting to see when that shit happens at Yale or at Harvard. And the one that happened at Virginia Tech, that professor told the dean that motherfucker was crazy. That could have been avoided. But they didn't give a fuck until he started shooting and killing people. So I would be suing the school. And don't think UNLV ain't going to get sued. I know I would be if it was one of my family members. We going to a fucking attorney. Somebody got to pay me some fucking money for emotional distress and pain. What the fuck? If I'm a kid, why the fuck would I want to return back to raggedy ass UNLV? Motherfuckers be thinking, man, UNLV. I was like, have you seen where UNLV is? And motherfuckers be thinking it's LMU. Go look at LMU's campus, Loyola Marymount University, or Pepperdine, or Cal Berkeley, or go look at them campuses compared to UNLV. You're like, damn. You should see where they put it. You should see all the homeless around. It's unreal how many homeless people are around that motherfucker. But they probably gonna try to clean that shit up now because a lot of people finna start putting UNLV on blast. The police, law enforcement, they did their job, but UNLV, you have failed our students. You have failed the kids and the youth of Las Vegas, Nevada, and you have failed the taxpayers who's paying taxes for all this bullshit that's going on. So no, I'm thinking about going to one of them meetings. They gonna kick my ass the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna be like, what are y'all doing? Like, I don't understand. How does this happen? We just had 1 October, and now a motherfucker come on the campus shooting kids. Now, what kind of sucker shit is that? Now they gonna beef up the security. Vegas is always known for that. Vegas don't do shit, let the problem fester. Then once it get out of control, then they want to come in and try to save the day. It's too late to save the day. Motherfucker done shot people. I had to do this shit, man, because I was pissed off, man. Hey. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Shout out to everybody out there, man. But I want you to look at this story in its entirety. If you have any family that's out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, make sure that they are safe and sound. And our prayers go out to anybody who was injured or lost their life or anything like that. And 2, start checking. Don't pack your shit up and move out here to Las Vegas, Nevada and think life is sweet. Do your research. check the crime rate, check the neighborhoods. Don't think that Las Vegas is sweet. It's not sweet. It is very violent out here. And they are making it like LA. They making it where niggas can't even afford to live in a goddamn apartment because rent is so goddamn high. Just remember what I said. Love, live life. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.